up, fam? It's your boy Stevie J from SJ Got the Juice TV. In this video, the 100 floor reacts to the death of Houston rap legend Big Pokey. This one hits home, man. Being from Louisiana, I definitely grew up on Big Pokey's music, so RIP to him. Let's get to the content. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell for your boy. Let's go.
Died maybe 3 days ago. So we're just going to go over a little information about him, his life, who he is, and what he contributed to Houston's music. So let's get into this audio.
The world is paying respect to rap legend Big Pokey, who died by doing what he loved. He collapsed on stage performing over in Beaumont over the weekend. Fox 26's Dominique Keith joins us live with how remembered. Dominique.
Yeah, Houston's own Milton Big Pokey Powell helped the Bayou City gain national attention for its hip-hop talent, and now so many loved ones and fans from all over have the tough task of saying goodbye. His gift for making music became quite a present for everyone within earshot.
The groove caught on with everybody, the police, the pastors, the people in the community, and that thing boomed so big it went nationally.
Powell, a hip-hop legend, was large in stature, played high school and college football, then became a giant in the music industry with a fan base that includes faces who need no introduction.
Sitting Sideways, that was with Paul Wall, that group, and what is hard litter in the big pit.
At Mania, we can sit at the concert and, sitting on the side.
And this is somebody who grew up in Third Ward with the Yakes, okay? He grew up in this city and is recognized and respected and admired by people all over the world.
When you had the opportunity to meet him, what was he like?
He was fun. He was like...
President of the Harris County Afro-American Sheriff's Deputies League, Smokey Phillips has worked security at Big Pokey's shows.
Big Pokey was an icon.
A member of Houston's Screwed Up Clique, famous for its creative, chopped and screwed music, Big Pokey was known for doing positive things.
He has a gentle spirit, quiet.
It's just devastating. Certainly, I got a call from a family member because indirectly, he's of my family. It's very difficult when it's a sudden death of someone so young and so unexpected.
One of the things that I regret is that we never proclaimed it as a Milton Big Pokey Powell Day.
But the mayor says he will still name a day in the icon's honor.
And to his family, we will say thank you for the love you gave him and for the love this city will continue to bestow upon him.
So now he just gets to make the heavenly sound now.
Big Pokey, thank you. Well done.
His legacy will certainly live on. Big Pokey was 48 years old. The mayor hasn't yet selected a date that he will proclaim Big Pokey Day here in Houston, but as soon as he does, we'll let you know. Reporting live, I'm Dominique Keith, Fox 26 News.
That must be some local shit. Who the fuck is Big Pokey?
He ain't local.
He is a Houston rapper, but he's known nationwide.
Man, I thought this nigga was like some new nigga that was like 20 years old. That's why I ain't know the name. I don't know that shit. I know Juvenile though. Girl, you look good. Won't you back that ass?
Pokey though, but yeah, he regional.
Can y'all play like? Is there a song that ever hit the radio or something? Like one.
Sitting sideways. You ain't never heard Sitting Sideways?
Yeah, that shit.
Oh, that was his shit. Sitting Sideways, boys, and that was
he
him.
on that. He on that, yeah.
He's on that, but that wasn't his song.
It's multiple people's songs, but yeah, it's like he on that.
But that's the biggest one.
I thought that was
you probably remember Power Wow. You remember Power Wow from that song.
Yeah, I didn't know who the fuck this nigga was. Yeah. I did see the TikTok of him falling off that stage though. I think that nigga was on some he was on some Adderall and fentanyl mixed together. That nigga, but that's not a bad way to die.
Don't do that.
I said what I said.
Don't do that.
I do this. I be on YouTube all the time.
I know, but I'm just saying.
My fans love when I do this shit.
You're right.
That's disrespectful as hell.
My fans,
Yeah, I
my
said what
fans
I
love when I
said.
do this one, so I got to do it for my fans.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't do
Hey, look,
that.
I say
Can't
this
do-
when I be getting 300K on my videos, and I say what I said because the way he shook and fell,
No,
we don't know.
damn.
I ain't gonna speculate it, but that nigga fucking passed the motherfucker out. He rapped that last bar. He hit that fucking ground like a motherfucker. Then he tumbled down.
Why y'all drop it?
Why y'all drop?
Why y'all drop it, bro? Let her speak her mind. Fuck it, that's what she think. Hey,
Damn, why I get
what's up
dropped?
with why y'all drop her?
Man,
Whatever.
I don't know. Y'all go ahead, do y'all opinions. I said what I said. I
Nah,
seen the
Indigo,
video.
say what you was saying.
Go
Nah,
Well,
ahead,
get
Indigo.
also
the
too, I felt like the most important thing. I mean, I ain't trying to be an asshole, but instead of putting the remembering Big Pokey shit up, because most people are not gonna know him, especially like a lot of Cali people in here. Of course, y'all from Cali. A lot of y'all don't even know the fuck this is. I would just put the TikTok video up of him falling when he.
Yo.
But it's the ENT South.
Yeah.
Who the hell
Like,
keeps
That's
oh,
kicking me?
what
wild.
happened? Y'all dropped
And
him?
even more of a
Wow.
reason, the Texas is not the South.
Texas is not
Man.
the South. Oh
It's the
hell
South.
nah.
It's at the bottom
Texas is
of the
definitely the
Wow.
South.
United
Texas is
You
States.
not the
tripping? What
South.
the
Texas is
fuck?
Wow.
definitely the
Hell
South.
nah, Indigo. You said
Wow.
Texas not the
Wow.
South?
That's
It's
definitely the South.
literally
The
Okay,
the
big
South
I
South.
of
see what
Texas
y'all are
America.
is the
saying.
South, nigga. What
You're
you
right.
mean?
It is the South, if that makes sense. But when
I ain't
I
gonna
think
even do
of
you
like,
like that, cause
I
Charlotte
think
might
of
not be
like
the South.
Atlanta, Charlotte, like Lil Baby,
Charlotte, nigga, ain't a part of
like
no Atlanta.
2 Chains.
Man, hold
But
on,
no,
hold on.
I mean, but
We gonna be
Charlotte is an
real. Fuck
hour
it.
out from
Let's be
Atlanta.
real.
It's
Hold
an
on.
hour
All
out.
right,
It's the
Big
same
Pokey, I gotta
shit.
do this for Yo. You got Houston fucked up.
But Houston
Houston
is like
shitting
it's
on
no
motherfucking
entity.
Charlotte.
Like
Charlotte, North Carolina
blink your
ain't
mic if
touching
you're
no
from
motherfucking
Texas. Like
Houston.
I don't know this
Charlotte,
name.
where the fuck is
Y'all
in
should have
Charlotte,
just
North
said the
Carolina?
nigga that died on the
What the
stage.
fuck?
I didn't know
I
who the
feel
fuck this nigga was.
disrespected. I feel disrespected. Hold
Okay,
on, what is even in Charlotte, North
one
Carolina
mic
to say
though.
Houston? You know,
One mic. We not talking about where territory is. We talking about Big Pokey right now. So what we gonna
Indigo
do is
triggered the
get
city.
into
My mic on Rosetta is her content. Go ahead, Rosetta.
what we gonna do is get into another audio. We have some rappers that did know who he was, saying they were paying their respects. So let's go.
What's up YouTube, it's your channel YTV and I'm back with another episode. Today we have topic about the legendary rapper Big Pokey. You know guys that Houston legend just passed away and the whole hip hop community and especially Texas rap community mourning his passing. Rapper allegedly fell to the floor during the performance in Texas on Saturday with his death confirmed by Justice of the Peace Tom Gillum according to report. Cause of his passing is not yet known. So today I want to show you guys rappers reactions. First we have UGK rapper Bambi. Bambi went to his Instagram page today and shared the post where he says, I wasn't ready for this. One of the most naturally talented artists in the city, low-key, humble, mountain of a man who moved with honor and respect. He was easy to love and hard to hate. He would pull up, do what he had to do and head home. One of the pillars of our city, if Heart of Gold was a person. Iconic member of SUC. There will never be another and will be missed dearly. We love and honor you, Sensei. Rest in heaven. Also, in the comment section, you can see guys, official 36 Mafia page says, rest in peace, man. Also, Slim Thug shared a heartfelt message to his social media page. So, Slim Thug says, rest in peace, Big Pokey, sad day in the CTH town legends. SUC, how hardest pitch prayers to his family, prayers to SUC. Also, rapper Try the Truth shared an emotional message, so he says, I got that call last night and was lost, bro. I sat and laid here staring in the dark, and all I could do is pray God take you under his wing. This is unreal. I thank you for the call a few weeks ago. I will keep my word. I love you, bro. You always remain solid. You're one of the greatest to do it, says Try. Man, what can I say? He's unfortunate. He was dopest rapper and real solid man. He had great hip hop career and also his work wasn't limited to music, with him even starting in films too. In 2001 he appeared in the film Soldiers United for Cash, with him later starring the movie Dirty 32 Home Sweet Home. In one word, he was real legend. I want to say rest in peace, Big Pokey. So it is all guys, thanks for watching. It's your channel YTV. If you like the video's content, subscribe.
Tell us your
All right now, Big Pokey, come on now.
Tell us your key to longevity for lasting this long. Everybody has a formula, but is this something you can tell people to say, hey man, this is how you can be around 20 years later and still getting it?
Oh man, first you got the first thing, you got to keep your health together some kind of way, because that collapse is over with. But for the most part, man, you got to figure out a way within yourself to stay motivated and stay hungry.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Because everybody not gonna motivate you, pat you on your back, tell you, come on. You got to be doing it. You got to be getting it. You got to motivate yourself, push yourself, get out here, get these songs done, be where you gotta be on time. Be yourself. Answering your phone, working your phone in the daytime. You know what I'm saying? You just got to just stay focused on your focus.
Now, you are probably, I ain't gonna say probably, you the first person that I ever asked that question about the key to longevity, and he said you got to keep your health together. I mean, that's really the ultimate answer because it's like at the end of the day, it's nothing that you can do if you're not feeling up to doing it.
All that it plays a role and goes in the recipe of longevity,
no question.
of being there 2 decades or whatever. You got to last.
Right. No career longevity without physical longevity.
You got to last.
One precedes the other, man. That's a beautiful answer. And you also said to stay motivated, because we know that in this music business, it's peaks and valleys. It's ups and downs. It's gonna be moments when it's real good, and it's gonna be moments where it's real bad. Do younger artists come to you and do they kind of like lean on you for that kind of advice when they going through the tough part of it?
Yeah, I got a few of them that, man, that call and confide in me, man, or whatever, and I chop it up with them, man, and I give it to them like I want somebody to give it to me.
Man, yes, absolutely, man.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, man. I mean, and that's the key. We can't sugarcoat nothing in this game, because the advice we give somebody can take them to the left or to the right based on it, man. And we want to see everybody succeed, man. We want to see. Have you ever thought about or had it in your mind to jump on the other side of it as well and do like the label thing, or bring artists up under you and manage them?
Yep, I'm definitely. I'm actually kind of. I'm more so leaning that way or whatever. But I got a couple of things I got to tighten up. With me independently as far as what I, got to do with my situation. But I'm definitely thinking that, and I got my eyes on one or two cats I can really, feel like I would entertain that and really, give it my all in that.
How would you go about it in terms of, is that something that you would look at and say, when I do that, I'm gonna put my fullness into that particular artist, or would you say, I'm still being an artist myself? How would you balance that, or would you just say, I'm gonna get all the way out and focus on these artists right now?
I would probably juggle us both. I wouldn't take on a bunch of artists because it's the same thing like with dogs with me too. I don't want no yard full of dogs. I don't want no 30 dogs like that. Give me one good boy that I can invest all of me into.
Right.
And I can build from him.
Man.
You know what I mean? Because I look at it, man, as when you take on that role, you kind of responsible for somebody's career, as well as I'm an artist too.
Right.
So I would want to be dealing with somebody that, if I had to get, in bed with them on a venture as far as some business or whatever, I want somebody that's all the way, give me everything they got, and we trying to get there and make something happen. Now, different strokes for different folks. Some people will take on a few artists and man, let me get this in and let me do it like this, and it might work for them like that. Right. I've seen some people do it and actually, get some things accomplished and whatnot, you know. But for me personally, now I would give me one and get him to where I want to get him,
Right.
and I would probably.
So that was the end of the audio. That was one of his last interviews before him passing. So I understand that he's not a well-known artist, but did anyone know his body of work or know his music? If we could hear from.
I did.
Who is I did?
Yes, sir. Hey man, this the boy J Smooth coming straight out of H Town, baby. I just want to say, rest in peace to Big Pokey, man. I grew up on the man, listening to him from the hardest pit in the litter. You know what I'm talking about, to his last CD. So, man, the shit hit home. It's fucked up. I paid homage, you know what I'm saying, going to the Trill Burgers down there, fucking with Bun B. Ate some of the best burgers in the world. And, you know, I had to show love, you know what I'm saying? So, the shit still fucked me up. I shed a couple tears. Because really how it is, down here in Texas, we grew up on this music to where this is all we know, you know what I'm saying? So,
could you tell us a little bit more about Big Pokey? It seems like you got a real connection there with him. I would love to hear more for sure about Big Pokey himself, because a lot of us don't know who he is.
Right. Well, shit, man. As far as I know, man, Big Pokey was a real down to earth, genuine dude. You know what I'm saying? They started off with the freestyle rap back in the day with the SUC, with the screwed up clique. You know what I'm saying? They all did that. They all used to hood up.
Oh wait, Jay Smooth, I have a question. Hold on. You say you didn't know him personally. You just thought you're a fan
Let the
because
nigga
he's from
land. Let the
Texas.
man land. Indigo, chill.
Nah, Indigo. Only reason I'm speaking upon this because I'm
Because you're from
born
Texas, right?
I'm
Yeah.
born and raised, so you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's all I was wondering in the background. That's all, y'all. Don't be yelling
Now
at me.
I
He already
personally
said it.
don't know
Fucking
him,
fuck.
but I met him a couple times. You know what I'm saying. I've seen him a couple times in the club. I done been a couple concerts, so you know what I mean. This is all I know from knee high to from my heart. You know what I'm talking about. We grew up. We listened to this music all day, every day. You know, more than anything else. So I know most of his songs word for word. So of course, you know, it hit me hard. You feel me?
So what was his biggest song, if you don't mind me asking, from like himself? Did he ever have like a really big song down there in Texas on the radio?
Shit. My favorite song is Ballin' Parlay. You know what I'm saying? Where my boy Brock at, man? You know what I'm talking about.
Hardest Pit in the Litter is my favorite Pokey song. Hands
Shit,
down.
keep my name out
Keep
your
my
mouth.
name out your mouth.
You know
Okay.
what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Mark style the realest.
Piped up.
Come on,
Piped
baby.
up. Hey, I mean,
Hey,
you could
man,
you
somebody
could
put
go so many different ways, but like the thing is, and to go, you not disrespecting when you saying like you don't know him. I get it
Oh
because
no,
you are
I was
younger.
like, that's
No,
like
no, no, no.
boozy.
I'm being serious because it's a lot of people. I ain't even being joking. There's a lot of people in the room that don't know who he is, and that's the
right.
thing about Texas and Louisiana. Like that's like our little cousin state. So that's the same.
Right.
Nah,
Y'all
that's
the
like
same.
boozy
Like
to
so,
me.
I
Well, we
ain't.
gotta
Yeah.
be the little cousin.
I say it's like our little cousin state. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like not calling y'all little cause it's like our state. Look. Anyway, that's how they be acting. So anyway, that's like the motherfucking they know. So he know Louisiana to Texas boot. Like we just
Man,
connected.
for
So
real.
they know it the same way we know. But you can be big out here. It's like Soldier Slim or somebody like that.
Yeah,
You could be
Soldier
so big
Slim.
out here that y'all may not. And the only reason y'all know
Man.
about Soldier Slim is because Cash Money got so big. But if it wasn't for
Young
that, y'all
Tender.
wouldn't even really like
Nah,
y'all wouldn't
Slim
even
wasn't
know.
never
Y'all
signed
wouldn't
to
know.
Cash Money,
Yeah,
G.
he was
No, but I'm
Master
saying
P.
because
Master
them
P.
niggas it's because them niggas got so big and they was able to rep for that side. You know what I'm saying? Niggas know the history now. But it's like if it
Yeah.
wasn't for like that, like even Paul Walls and shit, y'all wouldn't even know who these niggas is. But they was gold. They was making gold records. Like these wasn't niggas that
Right,
wasn't
right,
just
right.
selling. These niggas was making gold records, selling
Hey, Brock,
500,000, going
I
platinum
want
out the trunk.
I want to ride your wave on that, man. On the real though, a lot of these artists down here in Texas, bro, they really be real live millionaires off That's of a being fact. independent. You I know what gotta I'm wake something up right quick. Two niggas don't know about because like
Wake it up.
whenever they had selector hits and all that shit out there. Niggas like Slim Thug before he signed a record deal. This nigga was rich already, my nigga.
Told them out
Like
the
them
trunk.
niggas was you can make $1 million and not even leave the state of Texas for them. That's how them
Nah,
niggas had it
for
out
He
real.
there.
say
And I,
he say selecto, man.
Y'all gotta
Southwest
think it's
distribution.
I mean, that's
Texas
what I
got
hey, I
meant,
like
bro.
want
Southwest. You right.
I
You
want to
straight
wait. I
south.
want to say
Real though.
something too about Big Pokey. You know, I'm this Porter. You know, I'm
Speak
all the
your
way
piece,
up here.
brother.
I'm all the way up here in Ohio, and one of my shows, my first shows I ever did, like probably like around '08, '09, was with Big Pokey. I want to say Flip, a couple cats. We was off the Screwed Up Music Heavy. He went from them, and then we had Big Tuck up here. And I want to say, man, that man did a lot. That Southside still holding that ball and parlay. I love it, man. I want to say rest in heaven to the legend, man.
Hey, much
Rest
love.
in peace,
I
Big
mean,
Smoke. Big Pun.
even the whole Drake thing with the November, whatever his song is, that come from a song that Big Pokey was on,
June
the June
27th
27th.
freestyle.
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah, the
for
whole
real.
Drake.
Well,
Hey,
I will say this one thing off from the interview we just heard from Big Pokey. I definitely think he knew he was about to die. Reason why I said that because he mentioned like 5 times in a row how he's like just trying to stay alive. Yeah, because when you get your health, it be gone. You know, and the fact he mentioned that like 5 times because I be paying attention. One thing I will do is listen to an interview and I could hear him,
hey,
and he knew he wasn't doing good,
hey,
and
and
I
you
could
He
know, I want to, I
he
want to
did
cut
three
you off
shows
on
that
that.
day too.
yeah,
I,
So
he
I,
you
knew
got
he
to
I,
take
wasn't
that in
doing good.
perspective.
I kind of
Yeah.
want to cut you off on that, off the point that most of the screwed up clique, believe it or not, a lot of them guys are fallen soldiers. So it's like, all of them knew their time was coming. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
all of them is only one or two left. But you got Kiki, you got ESG,
Flip
and he damn near
zero.
standing on his last leg. I mean, you got a couple other cats, but most of them guys is dead and gone.
Yeah, they used to drink like a motherfucker back in the day, and I could tell by his face he used to throw it back, boy. But when you do that, you gotta make sure you goddamn bring yourself back them next 20 years. He probably just
For
kept
our
the same
business.
shit rolling with the smoking, the cigars, and drinking and shit. You know how they get down in Texas. But I knew in that interview because you know how you just people just be saying stuff because they're thinking it. I'm like, bruh, he knew he wasn't doing good. Whenever that interview was had, he knew he wasn't doing good even then.
So you
So
think he
he
was already hurting back then, Indy?
he because he kept if you listen and I like that's one thing I will do because you know I do this shit. I listen to the interviews and shit. He mentioned in that interview 5 times about the health is everything. I think I managed to do it because I've gotten so far. But he said, boy, just trying to stay alive, just trying to, because that once you get to stage, it's gone. He said that multiple times or whatever. And so I can tell he felt something was wrong. So
Hey,
either whether he had a bad heart, whether he could feel his body slowing down, whether he kind of
I'm gonna keep it.
eyesight, blood pressure, or whether he had high blood pressure, diabetes, whatever the fuck, he knew
Indigo,
something.
I think you right. I think
He had
Indigo.
diabetes. I can
Yeah, I think
confirm that.
Indigo, you right. It's several things to that. First off, like all his peers, you know what I'm saying? A lot of his peers passed away at
Oh,
young
and you
ages,
say
you
he
know what
did
I'm
have
saying?
diabetes. That's what I'm
You
saying.
know,
He could tell something
yeah,
was
he did.
wrong.
He was a big fella. A lot of his peers passed away at young ages. You know, we Houston is a big lean culture city. We've been doing that shit way
Hell yeah.
before, the young niggas just start getting on lean like that. All that before the, you know what I'm saying? Niggas was sipping lean for
Back in the
real.
90s.
They was sipping ball out here for real. Like this is what niggas was coming to come get it. So
In the two
when I
liter,
say
man.
that to
And the
say,
And
when
food.
I
that
Come on,
wet,
man.
and
no,
that
no,
wet.
hold
Hold on,
on,
let
Indigo. I
Brock
was getting
land.
to that. So Indigo, the food. She right though. She's saying some real shit. The food, like down here, that nigga known for literally cooking. He had a little cooking show. Him and little Kiki would do on Instagram Live, but like they'll just go live on Instagram cooking, barbecuing. He a big dude, but he wasn't like a out of shape ass nigga though. Like sometimes you see niggas built like that and they look like they out of shape. He was really more of like a little cocky kind of like, but he was a little, little you nigga old, you know what I mean? Boy, he in his 40s. He ain't just like,
Yeah,
he ain't
he
the
good.
same.
48. Yeah.
But
Hey,
but the
Brock.
nigga the nigga played football coming up though. He went to Bland Junior College and shit. Like he was a football player. You know what I'm saying? Before the rap shit.
And
So it
he
wasn't
probably
like he was.
started drinking that shit. And
Yeah,
then
Now
the
I'm
and
gonna
then the lean.
diabetes.
He
The
got
diabetes
popular in
probably
rap.
got him with that. It's a mix of
But I
everything.
ain't gonna say he was sipping lean like that as the old days, cause a lot of the
Yeah, it
older
might just be the
niggas.
diabetes. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the
hey,
older
Brock, hey,
niggas
Brock,
now
I'm
I
gonna
hear Indigo, they don't really be doing it like that no more. It's more like a young nigga thing now, cause it
So
done
what you
changed.
think
It's
it
not
could
just
have
Brock.
been then, Brock?
Hey,
If
Brock,
you
it could be.
I'm gonna
I
tell
don't
you
It
know.
what it
could have been
was.
the diabetes for.
I don't even want to
Nah,
hold
speculate.
on,
I
hold
hate
on.
doing that.
Who's
I'm
saying
Me
that?
I'm gonna
Who's
too.
keep it
saying
real
that?
with you,
That
Brock.
man had
I'm gonna
congestive heart failure.
keep it real with you, Brock. Really, what
It
I
was
Oh.
think
that
it was.
damn
Oh,
Wait,
vaccine.
one mic,
one mic
y'all.
on Jay
Hold on.
Smooth. Go ahead, Jay.
They was in Beaumont, Texas, man. That's where I'm from. They had a concert out there. I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. 8, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night. It's still 90 something degrees outside. You know
Oh.
what I'm saying? Ain't no wind blowing. Nigga, you
Oh,
gonna damn near pass out if you're not hydrating. You feel me?
There you go.
oh.
And that
Hold
that's
I
up,
done
enough.
blacked
Beaumont.
out
Already
before.
Beaumont. That's what I'm
That
talking
he
about.
ain't lying. That's enough for you
Yeah.
to die. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm
And
man. Look, Indigo. I'm 30 years old, bro. It's so hot outside right now, especially because niggas
Yeah.
smoke weed. I gotta drink liters of water, bro. I be
Yep.
drinking water all day. So
Oh,
it's
no
like,
shit.
and you in Carolina, so you know it be hot out there too.
And
Like,
Houston
so it's
too.
like it's
I
you know
done
how it
blacked
go.
out before at a club, but that's what I'm saying. But see, he older. He got diabetes. You
Come
fuck
on,
around, black out there. You
exactly,
older. You ain't coming back.
exactly.
Yeah.
So there you
He
go.
got
See,
and
diabetes too.
hey, don't forget he did that show in Baytown. He did a couple shows. I think he did Juneteenth and he did another show in Baytown.
Yeah, but these
Yeah,
guys
that
ain't
was his
hydrating
third
like
show.
that, bro.
It
Yeah,
was
that was his
he
3rd
been
show
113
that
degrees,
day.
and he was 3 shows
He
in.
was
That's probably what
outside
happened.
all day. Yeah, he was outside
Yeah, he
all
was
day,
three
my nigga.
shows in. That's what
Niggas,
happened.
niggas
And he
standing
had
outside
he
sweating.
made a lot of money like recently off of that Megan Thee Stallion song. I think you know what I'm saying, like that shit that he had with Megan. So he was getting some.
Bro, a
He
lot of
was
people sampled this man shit. So even if niggas don't know him, they know somebody who sampled him and
Drake,
regurgitated the
Drake.
shit.
I mean,
Yeah,
Drake was just down here for this shit, bro. Drake was just here. He was here for this shit. Like he was that
Yeah.
nigga. He don't be on the radar. He don't never like. No, I don't think he even posted it. But Drake was just here 2 days ago.
going in
This
Bun
shit
B.
like it's like.
They showed him going to Bun B restaurant to the
Oh,
burger
there you
spot.
go. See what I'm saying? Like that nigga, like that. It be, bro. It be like Indigo. It's like legends in this shit that you may not ever heard of, but they made so much impact. It's like you just
Man.
don't know. Like you know what I'm saying? It's like the screwed up. Every time you hear music like slow down, chopped and screwed, like them the people that you got to look at. The little Kikis, Fat
Nah,
Pats,
for real.
the Poyos. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what's
Even
fucked up though? The only reason I know him is because he going viral on the shade room because his ass fucking fell out and died
well, cause you
like at the
young,
concert.
but
That's
look, the
crazy.
point
No, no, no,
is,
no. I'm saying for me, like y'all gotta like this is another thing I want to wake up before we get back into Pokey's memorabilia. Y'all gotta start recording people dying, bro. Cause between the takeoff shit and then that nigga Pokey, cause that's how the niggas viral right now
Hey,
because we
You know
watch
what?
the
I can
shit.
speak.
he
I can
just
speak on the
suddenly died.
recording. No. I can speak on the recording, bro. That's why I sent it to you so fast, bro. I mean, a lot of people in the chat already know. My T Jones just died. My best friend was the one who recorded that footage,
Rest in
and he
peace to
was
him, bro.
live. Hey, so he was showing me like, hey, bro, I know you can't be down here, but this your partner. I want to show you your boy going off tonight. So I got the whole show, of him going off. And he was recording, and when it happened, he was just froze. Like, and then,
Oh,
his partner was like, hey, stop recording, because my boy was with him. You know what I'm saying? So he was showing me, like, hey, man, your boy Pokey down here at the club in Beaumont, because that's where I'm from. So, I mean, that's why the footage was even out there. He wasn't on no troll shit.
yeah, yeah,
Hey man,
yeah.
say man. Hey, I want to say
It
this real
was a
quick, and I'm gonna drop.
concert.
I'm gonna shut my mind, man. I want to give all the respect to y'all, man. This is some real ass shit for y'all to show this man love, and y'all don't really know him like that. And for us, this shit hit home. You know what I'm saying? It's still going on every day. So I appreciate y'all. That shit is from the heart, man. That's some real ass shit y'all doing.
Man,
Salute.
shout out
They
Big
got
Pokey,
niggas who
man.
fuck
Rest
with
in
his catalog, so we making sure we got the responsibility
long
to,
live
to
Big
shine a light
Pokey.
on it.
Yeah, and the only
Already.
thing I'm really seeing so far is just cardiac arrest. So I know that there's been some assumptions, and we're just
Yeah, I
talking,
just
but
seen that too. It
all
says
I'm seeing is
congestive heart
cardiac
failure.
arrest,
Yeah,
Yeah, because
which has to do with the
congestive
heart right
heart
now.
failure. Yeah, that's what they
Yeah, cause
said
like I was
yeah,
saying,
too.
he's dealing with
Ebony,
congestion
he was
heart.
an athlete growing up. Like he went to blend. Like he actually played. Like you know what I'm saying. Like he actually was a ball player. He rap about that shit in his freestyles. You know what I'm saying. I think when it was like number 33.
Paul,
I
yo
was
was a
saying,
big nigga at one.
yeah,
Like that
he was
nigga
like
lost a
real
lot of
young.
weight.
Shit,
Yeah,
all them niggas
Yeah,
was
he
big, man.
definitely lost a lot of weight. He was really big.
it looked like
Oh
he was
yeah,
really
that's a
actually
lot of
in
wear and
better
tear on
shape.
your.
Yeah, like now than he was in early 2000s. Them niggas was big.
That's one thing that don't grow. Your heart stay the same size, but the more strain you put on it and different things, if you're not eating right and the blood clots, the embolisms, and
And
even if he
Zumbo.
had any type of
He had
heart issues.
diabetes too, Ebony.
Oh, and the diabetes that exacerbates a lot
I
of
don't
that.
that
Yeah.
nigga. I don't
So
think he
and then
had
you said that he
diabetes.
was very. I'm out here where right by where he was at, not too far from Beaumont right now, and this shit is hot as fuck. So if he was
No
that,
shit.
Yeah,
big,
it's hot.
doing certain shit,
Where
and
you
this,
at?
man, I'm sweating like a motherfucker. That's what's going on right
Where
now.
you
So
at?
the
Where you at in P?
nigga, I'll disclose it after I leave.
But look, so
See you. I feel
yeah,
you
so
on that.
nah, like I'm like if he was big like that performing and it's what 149 right now out this bitch and I'm like, yo, I know that there's not a lot of ventilation, all that strain
Pretty
on
much
his
what it
heart,
sounds.
like that's a muscle. You know what I mean? If you don't use it properly, you will lose it. So I'm just, just
I'm
looking
a,
at all the components of it and cardiac arrest, that should have do exactly what it did, Indigo. Have you fucking fainting,
Yeah.
nah, for real.
passing out. They did CPR on him. He was on his way to the hospital. He wasn't pronounced dead right then and there. They took him to the hospital, and there's not too much you could do to reverse that.
And
So,
then
Hey,
even Ebony, we noticed a lot of people get heart attacks and then they be Gucci. They just start taking pills for it, then they blood out. His body couldn't come back from that for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, it was just too much strain. Because a lot of people, there's people that be having, they didn't have one heart attack and niggas take blood.
And there you have it, fam. Another classic video from Clubhouse. It's always going down on Clubhouse, and we're just here to give it to you. Please, please, please help us get our numbers up by liking, commenting, and subscribing on our videos. We'll be back with another video soon. Until then, I'm out.